So finally, I see a nice solar system. This is a very nice, professionally installed solar system here in Lawrenceville Township, New Jersey. A couple of things that I love, a couple of things that I wouldn't do. The first thing that I love, it's 1,000-volt arrays. You can see up there, it's 480-volt AC, 1,000-volt DC. So that means there's 1,000-volt arrays coming in, probably to this combiner box. You can see how they have the individual positive and negatives right here, just going right in to the top of these service heads, coming into that trough, which is then going into each inverter. So then the inverter output is going to that box right there, and this is going 1,000 volts DC in, converting it to 480 volts. It is monitoring the grid from that box. So there's going to be a breaker in here. Yep, you can see these are 100 amp rated inverters and a 50. So we have two 100s and a 50 up at the top, all coming back and refeeding the grid. So this is a grid tie inverter. Now, what the future is going to be, and this is why you need to wait before you do this. You need to wait another year. We're almost there. They're working on it. Instead of this converting, wasting energy, taking the 1,000 volts DC and bringing it down to AC 480 volt, why not take the 1,000 volts DC and go right to DC fast chargers? That's what the future is. That's what we need to get to. That's the ultimate goal here in the 20s, okay? And 2020s, between now and 2030. Now, the reason this was this way, this was state of the art back when this was installed. This was the way to do it. But now it's a waste of energy because they have this charge point, and these are just standard J1772s. So these are locked. You can't turn these on unless you have a key card. So that they're preventing people from using these unless you have to use charge point. These aren't free chargers. So the energy is not coming from the solar. So these are getting fed. I'm assuming that's got to be 120, 240. So it's not getting fed from this panel. And that's a waste. So this panel is going back probably inside to the facility and back feeding the grid so they can save energy. And then this guy is going to take the AC and bring it to the car. That's a total waste. Why not take these 1,000-watt arrays and go right into an MPPT charger? 1,000 volts in, 400 volts DC out. You don't need to do the AC to DC conversion. That's the future, guys. Now, these Rivians, I know Lucid, they operate at 850 volt. I think that's going to be the future too of cars. Right now, the Tesla is working at 400 volt. So the Tesla, my e-Transits, this Tesla here is just mine, and the e-Transits work at 400 volt. I think that's soon going to change. I think we're going to go to 900, 850, 900 volt system. So I would wait, guys. If you're planning on doing solar, I would wait until those DC to DC come in, which should be very soon. They're working on it. There's a couple of companies. I know Enphase announced one. There's a couple of companies that are out there, and that's going to be the most efficient. And that's what my company is working towards. So I would hold off on batteries. I would hold off on any major expenses because we're almost there. We're almost there. See you later.